Hi everyone, welcome back to class. In yesterday's class, we have seen string functions in MySQL, right? So in today's class, we'll be focusing on numerical functions in MySQL. Okay, so we'll be having the numerical functions like ABS, which stands for absolute value, round, rounds to nearest integer, and then CEIL, rounds up to the value, and floor, that is round down to the value, mod, which gives a remainder, power, and many more. Okay, so we'll be implementing all this by writing the queries in our MySQL. Okay, so let us get into our MySQL and write the query for each numerical function and see how the output will be shown. Okay, so the first numerical function is abs, that is absolute value. Okay, so the query is select abs of, let us give the value as 25 semicolon. Now try to execute it and see how the output looks like. See, the output is 25, which is a positive integer, right? So this particular absolute value will convert the negative value into the positive value. Okay, now let us see another numerical function, that is CEIL. So let us write the query, that is select CEIL of 4.2 semicolon. So this particular CEIL numerical function rounds up to the nearest value, right? So 4.2 means the nearest highest value is 5, right? So it gives the output as 5. Now select this one and execute. See, you can see the output as 5. So here, even if you mention here 4.8, it gives you the output as 5. Okay, see, you can see the output as 5. So this particular CEIL function will rounds up to the nearest value. Okay, I think you got it right. Now similarly, as how CEIL is rounding up value to the nearest highest value, there is another function, that is floor, which rounds down the value to the nearest value, that is select floor of 4.8 semicolon. Now let us see how the output looks like. See, now it is giving 4, right? So here for the CEIL, whenever we provided the value 4.8, it give the output as 5, right? But the floor is giving the output as 4, right? So the CEIL will round up the value and floor will round down the value, right? So CEIL means it will round off the value to the highest nearest value, but the floor will round off the value to the lowest nearest value, right? So here, instead of if you provide 4.8, if you provide 5.3, so what happens? Floor means nearest lower value, right? So 5.3 means it should give us the value as 5, right? So execute this query. See, 5, right? So this is how this particular C line floor functions actually works. Okay, and the next one is round. Select round of 5.2 semicolon. So what happens? Round means it round to the nearest value. So 5.2 means the nearest value is 5, right? So select this and execute. So you can see the output as 5, right? And suppose here, instead of 5.2, if you mention 5.6, what happens? So the nearest value of 5.6 is 6, right? So now it gives the output as 6. See, the output is 6. So this is how this particular round function works. I mean, like, round function will round off to the nearest value, right? And the next one is mod. Select mod of 10 comma 3. So what happens? Mod will give us the remainder, right? So 10 comma 3 means that is 10 mod 3. So 3 3 is a 9 and 1 will be the remainder, right? So it should give the output as 1. So run it. So you can see the output as 1. So mod gives us the remainder. And the next one is power. So select power of 2 comma 3. So power of 2 comma 3 means 2 power 3, that is 2 into 2 into 2. So 2 into 2 into 2 means 8, right? So it should give the output as 8. See, you can see the output as 8. Okay, and next function is square root. So write the query, that is select square root means SQRT of 25. So the square root of 25 is 5, right? So it should give the output as 5. Now select this and see the output is 5, right? So this is the square root numerical function. Okay, and the next function is sign. So it should provide us the sign. I mean, if the value is a negative, then it should give the output as -1, and if the value we provided is positive, then it should give us the output as +1. Did you get my point? So write the query, that is select sign of -100. So -100 means it's the negative value, right? So it should give the output as -1. See, you can see the output as -1. So -1 represent the negative value. And here, instead of providing the negative value, let us try to provide positive value, that is 100, and try to see the output. See, you can see the here output as +1. I mean, +1 represents the positive value. Okay, so these are the numerical functions that we do have in our MySQL. Okay, so here the CEIL, float, and round are the main numerical functions that needs to be remembered all the time. Okay, so CEIL function will always round up, and float function will always round down. Okay, and round function will always rounds the value to the nearest value. Okay, so this is all about today. Thank you for watching the video. Do like, share, and subscribe the channel. Thank you.